So today I'm going to be working on the heater system. Seems to be heating all right, but I need to replace this heater hose, and I figured, well, I've got that detached, I might as well just pull it out and do a reverse flush on it. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to kind of disconnect it, take out the bolts, and pull it out. Want to take a look at the motor for the fan in there too. Right now you kind of got to give it a whack or two sometimes because it starts making an awful squealing noise, and it starts running just fine. Well, I'll pull that apart, figure out what's gone bad where and if I can fix it, or at least make it a little bit better. So that's the agenda for today, and we might as well start getting cracking. Late Series 2, very late, as in the year. This is a 61 model year. They started making Series 2As in the same year, so I had double checked the actual vehicle number, and it checks out as a Series 2. But being that, it's got a Smith's heater. It's got three kind of spring style clips holding the outside, this outside onto the heating element, and the heater core, and the heater core onto the back plate. It kind of sandwiches the whole thing together. So I'll pop those off. Now I should be able to pull the heater core off after I disconnect the hoses on the other side, and this whole front piece will come off too. These things have a little bit of spring to them, but come on. There's one. Two, and the third one just kind of comes off. See, that's all that's on there. Hooks onto the rim like that, and then just snaps over the back plate. So there's the fan. I forgot about the fan. Looks like there's a set screw back there. I'm going to try and pull that off. I've hosed it down with penetrating oil in the past, trying to get it to run smooth. I've already disconnected it from the circuit. Someone kind of kludged in this spade connector. There's actually just a wire that someone soldered where the spade, well, it's not actually a spade connector, I don't know what that is, but one of the tabs that this slips onto, soldered that onto a separate wire going to a switch. Makes that easy to pull apart. Grab the great pocket screwdriver. See if I can get her to turn. I'm going to hit it with some penetrating oil. What I've got is this Penetrazen EP. No idea where it came from. They were literally throwing it out. My dad pulled it out of the trash and saw I use it. Gets the job done. I don't actually have a schnozzle for it right now. I'm going to try and find a better screwdriver for this. Got a slightly longer Phillips. Hopefully I don't... yeah, there we go. Screw rotates. I didn't snap it off, so I guess that's a good thing. I just gotta kind of pull it off. I'm gonna try and use a little bit of persuasion. I'm gonna kind of back that fan with a wrench. Doesn't seem to be doing much. If anything, could you really use with a puller right now, but I don't have one. Oh, maybe that fan blade ain't coming off. Wonder if I could wrench it to spin and then get her to go. Got a pair of these neat bite on anything type wrenches. There we go. It's moving. I'm going to try using my Leatherman a little bit thinner. Get back there and grab a hold of that shaft. Be nice to do it on the flat. Apparently these are the only things that can get a decent grip on that. I'm just going to spin it a bit, get it nice and broken loose on there. Don't think I've got enough. No, just barely, not enough space. There we go. Maybe I can get this in there now. That's one of the neighbors going by on the bike. She don't want to go. I'll get her off sometime, somehow. Okay, finally got it off. What I ended up doing was taking a wrench, and then pulling it with a screwdriver. So that's off now. Guess next step would be to get this heater core out, which means taking the hoses off the other side. Alright, on this back side, the heater, those are the heater pipes coming out from the heater core. And that's the hose that's gone bad, and you kind of see where it's been dripping on the manifold here, making a nice smoke screen. This one seems to be in good shape. Probably just going to put that one back on. Need to replace that one. I'm just going to, you know what, I think I'll I'm going to take this one off at the spigot up there and just take this entire assembly out. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Now I'm using silicone spray because of the rubber. Helps if I could aim. Really don't need to bother with silicone up there. And I'll just take that assembly out as one unit. Now that I've done that, hopefully I'll make this a bit easier. Oh, good lord. There we go. That is awfully tight. Now there's this other hose clamp on here which I just noticed, I don't know, about a week ago, when I actually started seeing the smoke making happen there. Notice that I don't know if that's the one of the original hose clamps and this is another one, but I don't know. It's just kind of sitting there not doing anything. Alright, that's loose. That one's a lot easier. There goes some dripping. I had this thing running earlier, so she's a bit warm. However, I've had the heater valves closed for a while now too. Alright. Alright, that's nice and loose. That one's nice and loose. Just go ahead and set you down. I'm gonna try and pull it off. I lose a bit of, well, it's not exactly coolant because I did use coolant in there. Maybe I should get a pan under that. I'll be back. Alright, I threw a pan under there. That one came off easy. This one appears to be fighting me. Yeah, that one's been on there a little bit longer. I throw the cap for the silicone down my engine bay. What I'm just trying to do is get that clamp off. I'm just going to come back after I get it off. I need two hands and can't easily fit. Alright, I don't feel like fighting this thing. That's the one I'm going to replace anyways. So I'm just going to kind of do this. Hopefully not cut the metal pipe. There we go. I'm gonna grab that heater hose the clamp, before that goes off into the lithium. Yeah, that's pretty much junk. I'll come back once I get that all off. Alright, so here's the core. Got it out. Let's see what kind of ooze comes out of there. Okay, mostly brown, a little, well, a bit of green in the brown. Let's try out of the other side. If I'm right, that was coming out of the intake before. It's about the same. Figure I might as well shake it up. I got the chance. Can't hurt it. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Fair amount of sludge. You can hear there's still water in there, but don't want to come out. All right. Well, that's what came out of that. The idea behind this is water's always flowing in one side and then out the other. In this case, it's in this pipe and then out there. So as sediment builds up, it kind of builds up in that pattern. So by running water through it backwards, it should be able to knock loose some of the junk that's built up in the heater. Now, some heaters have very intricate piping systems, but this one appears to be pretty simple. It's just got what appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jackets, maybe 6 around the outside, and then they've got the well, judging by the rust, the steel webbing in between that helps transfer the heat from the water to the air. The front one I don't think is one. Could be. Doesn't really look like it though. But anyways, I'm not too worried about too much pressure going through. I'm not going to like blast it with mainline water pressure, but yeah, just going to kind of set you up on a tire next to me and do this thing. Alright, phone's running low on battery, so I'm just going to kind of show you what I'm doing. And I'll do the rest of it off camera. So I got some water coming out. Fair amount, not too much though. And basically I just put it in one side and out comes the water out of the other. Shake it up. Pour a bit out. Shake it up. Ideally, you'd have a hose that fits over there, but I really don't have one that will connect to my garden hose, so this is just what I'm doing. Looks like it's coming out pretty clear. Give her a good shake. And dump it out. Alright, I think that's actually good enough. Yeah, that seemed to be running pretty clear. And well, I don't even know if you're still running. No idea how much you saw, or if you were even in focus, but that's the water that I kind of flushed through. There was some sediment in the bucket, so that's what you see floating around. But yeah, hopefully this will mean my heater works a little better now. My phone battery died, so I got a bit of work done in the meantime off camera. I flushed out the heater core, which I believe you saw, and so now what I'm going to do is, while this is draining, I'm flushing the cooling system right now. It's right now on a second flush with just water out of the tap. So I'm going to install the heater right now. I'll install the heater hose. The heater is installed and rebuilt. I didn't tear apart the motor, but I did lubricate it with some silicone. There are just bushings on either end, so hopefully that'll solve the loud squawking noise. So I'm just going to use a bit of silicone to help get this hose on. Get that on there. Now I'm just going to try not to burn myself. Alright, that side's on. I got enough to make that bend. I get the hose clamps. You know what, I just feel like I'm going to put this hose clamp on. Which way should I put it? I think I'll put it on like that. And because I feel like it, I'm going to throw this one on there. Not that it's going to do anything. Okay, I guess I got to put it on the other way. Having trouble getting this one over the ridge in the heater hose. I'll get a longer driver. There we go. I'm going to scoot that on there a ways more. And clamp her on. Just going to throw that on there because, well, it was on there before. Get the hose up and over that one. Trying to make sure there's no kinks. Feels like it wants to. I want to move this end of the hose closer in. Sounds like my cooling system might be empty now. There. And I never put the other hose clamp on this end. Brilliant foresight there. I'm going to put it on like that. And I'm not going to tighten that one down just yet, because I'm going to pull that one off to make sure I get all the air bubbles out of the system. Let's fill her back up.